I'm Kathryn Rutherford, and I am a professional fine artist and art conservator in Wears Valley, or Sevierville, if you don't know where Wears Valley is. And we're going to do something just a little bit different. So whenever you gentlemen are ready. All right, when you're 10 to 12 years old, everyone is going to tell you that you are too young to make any money. But if you enter your artwork in all the county fairs like I did, you can come home with a big stash of cash. Now, just so you're completely impressed by this, my career started in Canada, where first prize is going to get you those red ribbons. Couldn't understand blue. When I was 15, I was hired to paint watercolor portraits on an amusement park island in the Detroit River and take that boat to work every morning. Now, by now, the little voice inside me is saying, you are not good enough to do this. By the end of the first summer, I was painting 5 portraits an hour. Cash in hand, at the age of 17, I loaded up my 1960 Corvair with everything I owned, and I headed off to Arizona State University, where I obtained an honors degree in art education and a teaching license from the state of Arizona. As a side note, I owned that car until I sold it earlier this year. Boo-hoo. Now, back in the 1970s, accepted artwork was abstract and experimental. All my professors said, if realism is all you can do, why don't you buy a camera? Now, since each one of them admitted they could not draw realistically, I insisted that there had to be a reason I was put on earth to do so. Now, back in Canada, I'm teaching high school and college fine art and putting my new husband through engineering school. Alas, when he graduated, he said he was going to a job far away. I could quit my job and go with him or stay behind. Love, honor, and obey, I gave up my career. And y'all know where that's going, right? Now, what to do in a new city without a job? You might recognize the Four Seasons by Alphonse Mucha. What you don't realize is I married Mucha's great-nephew. My 15 minutes of fame was going to be opening the Mucha Studio of Art and going back to making a living as a fine artist. Now, the portraits were now done in oils, but geography dictated how you were going to paint. Northern clients wanted to see smooth China doll skin tones, and southern clients wanted to see thick paint and brush strokes. Do you change your style to make the client happy, or do you find clients that are happy with what you paint best? Now, I trained in art restoration and worked with photographers, framers, and restoration companies. This is one of a pair of 1830 portraits from Belgium that were determined to be a lost masterpiece when I uncovered the artist's signature from all that dirt and restoration underneath the varnish. Now, at this point, when it came to photographic restoration, clients brought me work like this. Now, funny how drawing and painting realistically comes in handy when this is the only thing a family could retrieve after Hurricane Katrina. I was on the radio, in print. I had 4 degrees from the lifetime membership from the Professional Photographers of America. And when Epcot Center honored the 150th anniversary of the invention of the first photograph, I was one of only 3 artists from around the world to represent the art department of the photography industry. Life was good. And when I said, honey, I'm pregnant, he said, get rid of it. Well, it was much easier to turn him into a marketing material. And since he was born in Czechoslovakia, he has henceforth been referred to as a canceled Czech. But fear not, for fairy tale love was found while taking a class at Aeromont, the art school in Gatlinburg. And before the term was ever used, I branded my new company as the Heirloom Art Studio, right down to all the clothes I wore when I was out on personal assignments. Now, by now, everyone has a computer, and everyone says computers are going to put you out of business. So it was time to up the offerings. This image is not restored. It is photographed under a lighting system that makes the silver glow in the dark under the lighting and bring back all the detail without any restoration charges. Now, I next developed a chemical solution to photograph darkened tintypes that doesn't hurt the tintype, but brings back the image that allows me to restore it. I received the Masterpiece Award from the Fuji Corporation for getting these results, and no other artist has ever been given this photography award. My portraits become unique when I created spirit paintings, my distinctive brand of storytelling paintings that capture the hopes, the dreams, and the lost loved ones of my clients. Everyone's got a story. Spirit paintings turn memories into masterpieces. Now, my goal is to create original, custom-ordered artwork that fulfills the wants, needs, and desires of my clients. Now, the art world has come back to a love of abstract. I do not get accepted into a lot of art shows right now, but that's okay. My clients are paying me to do what I can do. Now, in order to keep some commercial clients, I play off the fact that most of them cannot draw on a computer. They can take pictures, but they can't make children play with the fairies. This is 100% an original hand-drawing digital painting. It happens to be me when I was 3 years old. Now, whatever photographs are supplied, all things are possible when you can draw and paint realistically. The left painting is part of a triptych of the trilogy of synchronized fireflies in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, and this panel will soon hang in a new children's hospital in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Now, always looking forward, my next project is to put all my teaching online for worldwide purchase, and since no one in the world has created a convex photograph since the 1940s, I'm working on a press that will reproduce the shape of an original instead of delivering it as a flat restoration. All right, I'm here today to tell you not to listen to the little voice inside you and all the negative people that want to hold you back. Because if you know how to do something you love and you can do it well, there will always be someone out there willing to pay you to do it for them, even if you have to paint an octopus on the neighbor's pool. Hey, thanks for listening. Now you go out there and do what you do best.